How can I be immersed in zombies when 3/4 of my screen is data, colors, UI, radars?
Is Black Ops 7 already cooked?
First ever game of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We're here at Call of Duty Next. We're partied up with Abner, and we're getting into it. Immediate thoughts, like very, very vibrant.
I can barely see the game. I'm playing World of Warcraft. This is it. Bro, this is like a fucking raid battle, man. What is this shit?
Very fluid.
We're also expanding Omni Movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents across the game, including wall jump for new traversal capability.
Very fluid.
We've also taken a close look at feedback and have made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled experience, including the removal of tactical sprint by default. Tactical sprint by default.
What, are you retarded?
Alrighty, today I would like to make a video on Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, be more precise. And the reason for this is that it's about to come out. It's actually going to come out very, very soon. So the early access was October 2 to October 5. The open beta, October 5 to October 8. As far as release window, November 14. It's over a full month between the beta and when it comes out for everyone to play. As it stands, there are no additional open betas or traditional game times coming out. You can place your pre-order now. Of course you can.
Hello, I like money.
To reserve your copy of the game, giving you access to everything on day one. You can choose between the standard and the Vault Edition. The Vault Edition comes with the first Black Cell season, an Operator and Mastercraft collection, the Ultra Gobblegum pack, and a permanent unlock token. Nothing that interests me particularly, but that's probably because I have not had an interest in Call of Duty for a very, very long time. I gave Black Ops 6 a chance. I just could not get into it. The weapons felt like pea shooters. The time to kill, it was just, it took way too long. That time to kill took way, way, way too long. And I couldn't do it. The time to kill is more so gameplay. So that's like the crux of the game, Call of Duty. You want your gameplay to feel right, to feel good. If you personally liked it, well, props to you. Feel free to let me know down in the comments why you liked it. I will definitely like to know. It's just, for me, I couldn't do it because that kill time, it just took way too long. It took like 3.5 years just to get a damn kill. Say whatever you want about Modern Warfare 3, but I think the time to kill ratio, I think it was a lot better. In terms of gameplay, I do think Modern Warfare 3 is a little bit better. The weapons did not feel like pea shooters. So I know there's gripes when it comes to the zombie modes on Modern Warfare 3. I don't know why they did that. In my opinion, they should have done a Spec Ops, a Survivor mode, something like that. Similar to Modern Warfare 2. Similar to Modern Warfare 3, the OGs, 2011 and 2009. Let's see. They should have done that instead of zombies. But, you know, I guess money really does talk, because I think in their minds, they're like, okay, zombies is more popular, so let's just, instead of doing something creative with survival mode or Spec Ops, it's just safer to do zombies. So they went the zombies route, even though zombies has been primarily a Treyarch thing, besides Infinite Warfare, right? And Advanced Warfare. I don't know. Honestly, they should just keep, like, the Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare thing. They should have just kept, you know, like a different dynamic where they do Spec Ops or Survival or something like that, something different instead of zombies. Because I don't know. I think that could get very frustrating, very samey. Does anyone else feel that way? Well, I feel that way. Those are some of the reasons why there's some gripes in Modern Warfare 3, besides the storyline. The storyline was another thing that was very greatly criticized in Modern Warfare 3. But look, man, at least the gameplay was fun, particularly in multiplayer. I could not get into it in Black Ops 6. Long story short, But another thing that I just couldn't get over with was the freaking operators, man. Like, what the hell is this? What the fuck is going on? What's with these operators? I watched Squid Games. I liked the first season. I haven't finished season 2. It's very, very hard to finish season 2 because Netflix keeps doing things in the background that make it very, very difficult for them to be supported. What that thing is, you're probably going to find out later down in the video. And I hate really talking about these things because they can be very polarizing when it comes to the gaming topic, which is primarily the topic that I like the most because I'm a gamer through and through. Polarizing things like politics can definitely turn off a lot of people. But unfortunately, we're living in a time where these things are being pushed on us. I don't understand why. I don't know why this is happening. Maybe it's because Call of Duty is growing so much that now they have influence. So I think maybe that has something to do with it, because when I grew up playing Modern Warfare 2 in 2009, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, they really didn't, you know, stick to identity politics or weird shit like that, like non-binary characters, whatever the fuck this is right here in the bottom right corner. So if this offends you, you know, I'm sorry, but I have to do it. You know, if it offends you so bad, send a letter to Activision and tell them to stop doing this shit. But yeah, these operators, I couldn't do it. He just talked and he didn't even move his lips, but alright. I don't know, man. This just, it's based in Cold War, right? It's based, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is based around the Cold War. Am I tripping? Or do I have it spot on? What does this have to do with the Cold War? I really do miss the times when Call of Duty had a theme to it. Call of Duty had a theme to it. I miss those days. Now, I think maybe some people can make the argument that, what do you call it? Oh, well, there's only so many operators that you can do, and yada, yada, yada. There's only so many uniforms that are out there, or whatever. Well, to that, I would say invest in what do you call it? In more veterans research, more military members that are still alive, that are still out there, you know, that used to be in combat. You know, I'm sure they have, you know, stories to tell that maybe they could tell you about. Similar to Medal of Honor. I think there was a show in Netflix used to call Medal of Honor. And there's a bunch of military service members that were there. You could easily make a bunch of operators of them. You know, you could research their stories. You could research what they used to look like when they were younger, and put them in here. Particularly veterans from the Cold War. In my opinion, I think that would be a lot cooler than Squid Games. This thing right here from Squid Games, I forgot what the name was. You know, and all of these bozos. Like, what the hell is this, man? Alder, Park, Woods, West Point. Oh, these are unlockable. This dude literally looks like he works in a gas station. She looks like she was found at the bottom, abandoned in a bridge somewhere. She looks, I don't even know what this is. Or a college student that just got out of a frat party or something like that. The only one that looks like an operator is literally this guy. These three, I don't know what this is. What a shame. What a damn shame. I think this is the guy in the cover of Black Ops. I don't know about you guys, but he has absolutely no aura. I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel hyped when I first saw him. But hey, that's just me. I don't even know who he is. They could have added Bowman or something. Bro, what is this? Is this a chick? or a dude. Another person that was found at the bottom of a bridge. He looks like he has a juice box in his head. And this dude, I mean, I guess he looks kind of like an operator, but not really. No military aura right here. So what a shame. This right here, this looks like a operator. I remember playing as him. And you know, I think he's Colombian or from Spain or something. I don't really know. But at least he looks like a military service member. And then there is this. Pronouns. That's all I'm gonna say. Because unfortunately in YouTube, there's no freedom of speech. But I'm just gonna say pronouns. It's clear that they have an agenda. And I'll prove it to you. And I think it all started in 2020. Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone adds Black Lives Matter loading screens ahead of every March, June 5, 2020. And police brutality often focused on the black community. Now, what does this have to do with Call of Duty? Feel free to let me know down in the comments. What the hell does this have to do with Call of Duty? I've been playing Call of Duty for about 2 decades now. I think about 20 years. And because when did Big Red one come out? Let's find out. 2005. That was 20 years ago. And I've never seen Call of Duty get into social issues like this. Never in those 20 years. But it gets even better. Nick Merckx. They made a whole ass operator about this dude. Call of Duty removes Nick Merckx operator bundle. Here's why. Find out why Activision pulled Nick Merckx bundle from Call of Duty following his anti-LGBTQ plus tweet, sorry. Anti-LGBTQ plus tweet. Well, what did he say that's so anti-LGBTQIA whatever? They should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't even know how that's anti LGTV, whatever. I don't see it. Well, let's get into some context. The tweet is in question 7/2023 in response to a video shared by Chris Puckett, a retired Halo Pro MLG executive. The video showed an attack on pro-LGBT demonstrators outside a school board meeting in Glendale, California, where some parents were protesting against the inclusion of LGBTV topics on the curriculum. Let people love who they love and live your own life. Puckett expressed his dismay at the violence. You know what? I agree with this. Let people love who they love and live your own life. Yeah. That's cool. But why does it have to be in the curriculum? As a father, this rubs me the wrong way. Why do you have to teach this to my child? Very interesting question, isn't it? I think it's a fair question, right? Why does my child need to know about this? How is this controversial? Well, apparently Call of Duty thinks it is. Apparently Call of Duty thinks that, hey, leave him alone. Because I think when it comes to this type of topic, that should be up to the parents. If they want to teach their child about that, sure. Now, the conservative part of me wants to say that you shouldn't even talk to your kids about this, period, until they're at a certain age. Once they're 18, sure, you can tell them about this if you want. But other than that, all they have to worry about is history, math, science, numbers, you know, what kind of food they like, what kind of drinks they like, what kind of video games they like, knowledge, reading, learning, maybe watch some Naruto or something, play some Call of Duty if you want as you're getting older. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Eventually the child is gonna grow and they're gonna begin having interest. They're gonna feel fuzzy inside. Hey mom, I kinda like this girl for some reason. Hey dad, I kinda like this boy for some reason. But that's besides the point, bro. This is supposed to be a Black Ops 7 video, but here we are. I not only is Treyarch Call of Duty making shitty ass games, in my opinion, but they can't keep their politics to themselves. Their beliefs, what they believe in. See, Call of Duty, Treyarch, they believe that little kids taught about sex and gender and gayness. That's what Call of Duty believes. They don't believe in creating a, you know, military shooter with military themes. Why are you making a game about the Gulf War? About modern warfare? If you're not gonna add military themes. It just makes no sense. But instead you want to get into stuff like this. All the energy that you put into assembling an operator for this guy, I don't even watch him. I'm not even a fan. I don't know who this is. You put all that energy into creating a operator based on him just to tear it down because he had a freaking opinion. No, you have a lot of energy for stuff like this. Back in 2020, I didn't care about protests. I just wanted to play a damn game. That's it. But they had to rub this shit in my face. I was screaming at the TV. Like, get this shit out of my face. I just want to play a goddamn game, bro. Like, whenever you come home from work, all you want to do is focus on your game and then go to bed. That's it. That is it. Why do people need to see this? Why do the children need to be taught this? According to Call of Duty. And then there's this. Now granted, I heard that this was a glitch. So maybe this could have been a glitch and now some people are using it as propaganda. As you can see right here. But my thing is, why are you even adding these flags in the first place? That's what I'm wondering. Inclusion? Well, you can do inclusion by including the Brazilian flag, the Chinese flag, Russian flag, or whatever the world flags where all the different people come from. Because Call of Duty players are diverse in the sense that they come from all over the world. I think that's pretty damn inclusive because I've seen those flags from the different countries. I've seen them. So why is this necessary if Call of Duty's already inclusive? I mean, we know they're not anti-inclusivity. We know that much. We know they're not anti-inclusivity. We already know that. So why this? That's called pandering, my friends. That's called pandering. We want the money from the conservatives. We want the money from the liberals, from the moderates. They don't care about you.
Money!
They don't. They just care about your money. But some people eat this shit up. And it's like, I love Call of Duty. They're so inclusive. They even went as far as doing this. Call of Duty makers aid refugees. Again, just more social points. fault's sake, a senior artist at video game developer Infinity Ward heard from his boss, studio head Michael Drobot, that Activision would help with rent and hotel accommodations. Look, man, this is pretty honorable that you're helping someone in need. But I just find it very interesting how it made it all the way to the Washington Post. I find it very, very interesting. So take a look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. And take a look at this. Oh, and then take a look at this. And tell me, is it really worth playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7 at this point? Because I don't think it is. And let me tell you something. Maybe I could have looked past all of this if the game was at least fun. If the game was at least fun, then maybe I could look past that. Because I tried Black Ops 6. I got it free on Game Pass. Because Steam players, PC players can play on the Game Pass, the Xbox Game Pass. And I tried it. I played it. I chose that Spanish dude operator. And again, weapons suck. They're pea shooters. And then there's SBMM. Then there's the wacky operators. How do you guys still like Call of Duty? I guess for the same reason you guys are still buying Pokemon games. And getting robbed in bright daylight. Come on, man. Demand better from your games. Expect more from your games. Respect your wallet. Please respect it. And I'm asking you this so that you can get better quality games. Call of Duty should take a break. 2 or 3 years of development. Take a little piece of the puzzle from Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar Games. Why not? Take a couple of years to make the ultimate Call of Duty experience. Instead of treating Call of Duty like an NBA title or like a sports title. What is it? Those soccer games that they come out with every year? FIFA. But money, right? Alright, that's all I have, man.